Hey y'all, I'm talking to you right now because you're about to meet someone who's about to change your life. You're about to meet someone who is about to change your life in a very, very huge way, okay? I want to talk to some folks right now in this collective because you're going to know that I'm talking to you. And if this resonates, thanks, Spirit, okay? Um, and of course, what doesn't, don't try to make it fit, all right? Um, you've always been fair. You have always been fair. And deep down inside, you know that you have been that individual who always was about fairness. Sometimes so much that it was to your detriment. You were always the one who wanted to divvy up things equally in your friend groups. If you had a cake and there were only 8 slices, but there were 9 of you, you were the one that would offer to give up your slice so that everyone else could be happy and have some cake to eat too. Okay? And naturally, in the course of things, I'm inclined to believe that you were that way because you wanted that same fairness reciprocally in your life. You wanted people who would balance you out. I always use the example, I've done it a lot in my romantic relationships in the past, just to kind of gauge the seriousness of the relationship. In a casual way, though, I would always ask if you had $5 in your wallet and you knew that that $5 would get us what we would need to sustain ourselves until the next day. Once I got paid, would you give me the entire $5 to sustain us? Or what would you give as a result? And there were times that, more often than not, I'd get $3 or $4.50, or let me just handle it and I'll take care of it. But there was never truly anyone that was willing to give the entire $5, not where romance was concerned. Now, I've had people in my life that have shown me what it looks like to get all 5 of those dollars. And you too, collective, have been the one waiting to receive the $5. Um, but your $5 is here. And it is coming in the form of a person, it is coming in the form of people who understand and value the fact that you are so fair, that you are so well balanced, okay? And in fact, that by being in your spacing, by being in your life, they realize that they'll never have to truly worry about themselves because you're not only fair, but you're a nurturer. You are a natural nurturer. You are a natural caregiver. You are a natural giver, but it is time for you to receive. Okay? My mom was a Libra, right? And I didn't get a true birth chart done until probably, I would say, mm, about 7 years ago or so. And I didn't really understand the ramifications of my birth chart until probably the last 4 or 5 years. Not in a very complex and investigative way that I do now. And I knew that I was heavily, like on the onset, I knew I was heavily fire energy. But I also knew that there were some things that were calming that fire down, if you will, or even spreading it in some cases. I have a lot of fire in my chart, but I am an Aquarius sun, okay, an Aries rising, and a Sagittarian moon. So a lot of fire. But I'm also an Aquarius stellium, and I'm also a Libra stellium. So I am, like my mother, walking justice, okay? And many of you guys are the same. Not only are you the star in every film that you've been casted in, where others have want you to play a secondary role or not in be in a leading position, you've always naturally felt in that predicament. There have been times when you should have been titled in that leadership position, but for whatever reason, it was taken from you. But folks still wanted you to be the linchpin and play the role regardless. And I'm saying all that to say this. Someone is coming in to help you, to love you, to understand what it means for you to be walking justice, walking karma, to be the individual who brings balance, whether you like it or not. Because it's no easy task to carry that weight of balancing out and restoring balance where it's already imbalanced. And you do it so gracefully. Sure, you have had to walk away from a lot, in essence, and it's made you feel like you've lost a lot. And for many of you guys, you have, because you haven't received yet what you are owed. But it is coming, okay? It is coming. Because not only do you have a good heart and operate from pure energy, but you have shared everything that this world has given you. You have taken negative energy and turned it to work in your favor so that it can benefit not just you, but those around you. And that is no easy fucking task. What is coming for the collective, Spirit? What is this energy that is coming forward for the collective? There's something about Monday that is significant. Something heavily that happened on Monday that shifted the trajectory for you. And those cards just flipped out. Woo! One card flipped out. Two cards landed here for me, you guys. Hold on. Ooh, there's some energy. The card that flipped out was the Strength card. They thought you were weak. They thought you were weak, but you are so far from it. You're just that person that sometimes has to be reminded of how strong you are when your faith and when your strength is being tested. My nose is itching. I'm hitting this shit on the head, whether whoever doesn't want me to say it wants me to say it or not. Yeah, and it's crazy because you've been redirected so much that you're not even inclined to get angry, right? But there was something in your current physical space that brought you to a place where your strength was tested. Your will to choose you was tested. And because you have chosen yourself, even in the midst of things just trying to fall all apart, because these cards just keep moving and I'm trying to keep them still. Even in the midst of all of that, you were able to give to yourself. You were able to nurture yourself and other people. You were also able to keep an open mind to all the things that you knew were supposed to be available to you. And as a result, there's nothing but prosperity in your trajectory. All these redirections, all this repurposing, all the setbacks, all the delays, all of it was done with divine alignment for you in mind. And now you are beginning again. You are beginning again. You're falling in love with yourself all over again. And you always loved yourself. You're the person that had no problems with being by yourself. You like quiet time. You like having time to think without other folks in your purview. You always found your rhythm, whether folks were around you or not. And you became a master manifester as a result. Ooh. And now you're about to get some help. You're about to get some help. You're about to get some help. Income is coming in. Money is being released. And it just started on Monday. Don't give up. Don't dismay. It's coming, baby.